Hi, I'm April, and today I want to discuss Coming Up for Air by Miranda Kenneally. I want to talk to you about why I think you should read this book because it's so good. I don't tend to give out over 4 stars to young adult, new adult, or adult romance. It has to be really good for me to give it above a 4 stars. 4 stars for me is that romance was so good. I bought into the romance. I loved the novel. The pacing was amazing. The characters were amazing. I really loved it. If I give it over 4 stars, it means it was out of this world for any kind of novel. It was just so good to me. And I would give Coming Up for Air 4.75 stars. I loved this book so much. And I'm gonna tell you what I really loved about it and why I think you should read it, especially if you love young adult fiction and especially if you like young adult romance. Let me give you a little glimpse into what this is about. This is about Maggie and Levi. Maggie is a senior in high school and so is Levi, and they are swimmers and they've been swimmers for years, and they both want to make it onto the Olympic swim team for the United States of America. And they're very close to making it to the Olympic trials. So this book is about them trying to make it to the Olympic trials and if they can get their cuts to make it to the trials. And it's also about their relationship along the way. They also have 2 other close friends, and one of the things I love about this book is the friendship group. It's 2 girls, 2 guys, and the friendship group is so close. It's one of the things that made me fall in love with this book really soon because there's no hate, there's no girl hate, there's no meanness. It is love. It is friendship love. So that's what this book is about. And now here are some of the things that I loved about this book and why you should read it. So one of the things that I loved about this book was the romance. If you're gonna write a young adult romance, you have to write the romance really great. And it has to be something that we buy into and that we think can happen. And a lot of times it is this, oh, we first meet and I just love you immediately and you're the best thing ever and I wanna have your babies, and no. I mean, hormones, yes, and lust, yes, but love right away? No. I love this book so much because the 2 main characters have been best friends for years. So they've known each other for years. If you like a build-up, then this book is for you. Another reason I loved this book so much is that the male main character, he loves reading. He always had some sort of young adult fantasy novel with him. He always had a beat up copy of Harry Potter or other kinds of fantasy. The author didn't really specify which novels, but it sounded kind of like he had a Cassandra Clare novel with him, or could have like a Sarah J. Maas novel with him, or it just, I loved that it was the male lead character loved reading. It's almost always the female who loves reading, and the fact that it was the male, it was like, yes, yes, can we get more of that? Can we get more guys who love reading? Please. That made me love this guy so much. I was like, Levi, you are adorable. You are so cute. You are so cute. This is another reason why I think that you should read this and that book lovers will love this and will love the romance and will love the main lead and will love the male protagonist because he loves to read. And he carries a book with him almost everywhere. It's so cute. So adorable. And he's also this jock. He is not your typical, when you have a male in a book who is a reader, he's often skinny and portrayed as somebody who's skinny, and he wears glasses, and he is the student council president, and there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But can we break the stereotypes every once in a while? This guy, he's a jock, he's a swimmer, he is super good looking and handsome with that V cut, and he's reading Harry Potter constantly and other fantasy novels, and it's just so cool. It's just really cool. So I highly recommend that you read that if you like characters who are readers, which that's something that I appreciate and love when an author does that. I love it. Also, while this is young adult, I believe I talked about this being new adult in a previous video. This is young adult. There are some steamy scenes, but they're never new adult steamy. And lastly, the thing that I really enjoyed in this book is some of the adult teen relationships. There is the missing parents in this book. That happens here. And that also is a frustrating thing for me in a lot of young adult books, and it does happen within this book. However, there is a lot of adult teen relationships that make up for the missing parent relationships, at least in my mind. The coach and the way that the coach is so involved with his swimmers and the team, it was heartwarming for me to see that. It was so heartwarming to see an adult who cared about these teens and who really put an effort with them and noticed just all of the minuscule things that a lot of adults miss in these books. He would notice when they had just the little bit of an off day and would ask them about it. He wouldn't just let it go. He would say, "Hey, I want to see you in my office." And he would ask the swimmer about what was going on and wouldn't let them off the hook. And I really appreciated that in this book because we don't have enough of that. We don't see enough of adult relationships with teenagers that show that caring relationship. And when I see that in a book, it makes me love that book even more. I don't know why I don't give this a complete 5 stars. I do give this 4.75. I started off saying 4.5, 4.75. I give this 4.75. I feel like, I just feel as if I have read other young adult fiction that is just a hair above what this was for me. So I can't give this one a complete 5 stars, but this is so close. It is so close for me. I almost gave it 5 stars. So if Coming Up for Air sounds like something you would enjoy, I highly recommend it. Pick up a copy, see if you like it. I hope you like it as much as I did. I really, really, really recommend this one. For young adult romance, it surprised me and made me feel all the feels, and Miranda Kenneally, I really liked it. Thank you. Thank you for creating this book that has become one of my favorite summer reads. I really enjoyed it. That's all I have for you guys for this video today. Let me know if you've read it, if you thought the same things, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. I'd love to know in the comments below. That's it. I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye. And today I am gonna discuss. Why can't I say the word discuss? Discuss. I'm going to discuss